Guys, welcome to High School Music Outside of Nathan Hale, Quarantine Day 2. So, first off, I'm sure that all of you have been watching the news and listening to the things that came out from Governor Evers about school being closed indefinitely. I do not know how that's going to affect our spring concerts. I will keep you up to date as I learn things. We're just going to go ahead with the plan that I had laid out before we went on quarantine initially, which will get us through spring break. After that, I will talk about whether we're going to learn some new music on your own or whether we're going to continue to do some other individual things. Before we get started with the things for today, I just want to take a minute to say goodbye to Sarah Yasumoto, our exchange student from 8th hour. She's going back to Japan. We just want you to be safe, Sarah, and we're sorry we didn't get to say goodbye to you in person. All right, so for today, theater kids, you should be watching Into the Woods. That's what you have for the rest of this week. There will be questions and essays and things to write next week about that. Sound engineering kids. There are a couple really cool apps that came out. Korg and Moog, which are both synthesizers, have like $20 apps that they made for free because of the quarantine. So I'm going to post links to that, and I want you to download them. Korg is available on Android and iOS. Moog is just on iOS. It's a really powerful app. And start thinking about what kind of things that you could do at home. So I know you were in the middle of a project recording and creating content at school using our school equipment. Obviously, you don't have any school equipment at home, but with the equipment that you do have at home, whether that be your phone or a Chromebook, start thinking about what content you can create because that's going to be your next big project going forward. Choir kids. I got a lot of questions yesterday about how to register for this virtual choir. So we are going to go through your first how-to video on this YouTube channel. All right, so you are going to go to Classroom, click on the link that I put in the instructions. It'll load a page from musiceducationsummit.org. You do not need to join the virtual choir Facebook group because this was originally created for adults. I know a couple of you had mentioned that in your comments to me. I did say in the instructions that they open it up to students, so make sure you're reading instructions all the way through. Watch the how-to video. It's like 20 minutes long. I know it may not keep your attention all the way through. You can zoom forward to where they're actually using the software that you're going to use for this virtual choir. Access PDF of the song, download that to your whatever device you're using to sing off of, phone, iPad, print it. Join us in Soundtrap. So that's what you actually want to do to be a part of this choir. So you're going to click Join the Class, and it will bring up the virtual choir Soundtrap. Now, I got a couple questions where they said, it's not automatically letting me in. You see right next to it where it also says you can go to soundtrap.com/edu, click on Join a Student, and type in the code 66, capital A, capital M, capital R, capital K, 6. So we're going to do log into Soundtrap. You can use your school Google to log in. And then once you are in, you will see that you are in the virtual choir group. And if you look at my groups, it'll say virtual choir. It won't have you in a second group yet. So right now you'll just see virtual choir and it'll say a bunch of people next to it. Then after a day or so, you will get an email from Tracy Williamson, and it will say, thank you for joining the virtual choir. I'm going to invite you to virtual choir group, whatever. So I had used both of my Google accounts when I was trying this out. And so one, Zachary Beeksma, is in virtual choir 4 and another one's in virtual choir 11, and you'll be put in one of those groups. So you may or may not be in the same group as the other students that you know, but the idea is that all of those groups are going to be put together at the end into a virtual choir experience. Okay, so you're not going to be able to do anything else with this today until you get that other information from her, because once you're in the actual virtual choir group, then you can see the practice tracks. You will see a practice track that has both piano parts and then a demonstration part on the alto part and on the tenor part. I think I will also make some other demonstration parts for you guys, since this was created for adults, so they don't have people actually singing the parts, so that you know what the bass part sounds like. Kind of. I'm not really bass, and you know what the soprano part sounds like down an octave. Okay, so that's the registration for the virtual choir. Then the second thing you should be working on is preparing your part of deep piece. What I want you to send to me is either an MP3 or a video, and you can just attach that to the assignment in classroom of you singing your part to deep piece. If you know more than one part, you can send me more than one video. I'm going to take those and cut them together. If I can get the technology to work correctly, then I will have little videos across the screen with our audio behind it. If I can't get the video to work correctly, it might just be screen grabs of all your faces kind of put together in a collage. And then I'll mix our sound together. I'm going to send that out to the district just to let people know that we're thinking about them and that we will still be making music together, even though we're apart. I think that's all the content for today in terms of what you need to accomplish on Classroom. I hope that you're all well. I hope that you're all taking care of yourselves. And I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Bye.